A parallel plate capacitor is first charged and then a dielectric slab is introduced between the plates. The quantity that remains unchanged is option A, charge Q, option B, potential V, option C, capacity C, option D, energy U. Correct answer, option A, charge Q. Two spherical conductors of radii 4 meter and 5 meter are charged to the same potential. If sigma 1 and sigma 2 be the respective value of the surface density of charge on the two conductors, then the ratio sigma 1 by sigma 2 is option A 16 by 25, option B 25 by 26, option C 4 by 5, option D 5 by 4. Correct answer, option D 5 by 4. In the electric circuit given below, capacitance of each capacitor is 1 microfarad. The effective capacitance between the points A and B is in microfarad. Option A 3 by 2, option B 2 by 3, option C 6, option D 1 by 6. Correct answer, option B 2 by 3. A point charge A of charge plus 4 microcoulomb and another point charge B of charge minus 1 microcoulomb are placed at a distance 1 meter apart. Then the distance of the point on the line joining the charges from the charge B, where the resultant electric field is 0, is in meter. Option A 0.5, option B 1.5, option C 2, option D 1. Correct answer, option D 1. When a positively charged conductor is earth connected, option A, protons flow from the conductor to the earth. Option B, electrons flow from the earth to the conductor. Option D, electrons flow from the conductor to the earth. Option D, no charge flow occurs. Correct answer, option B, electrons flow from the earth to the conductor. A dielectric slab of thickness D is inserted in a parallel plate capacitor whose negative plate is at x equal to 0 and positive plate is at x equal to 3D. The slab is equidistant from the plates. The capacitor is given some charge as x goes from 0 to 3D. Option A, the magnitude of the electric field remains the same. Option B, the direction of the electric field remains the same. Option C, the electric potential increases continuously. Option D, the electric potential increase at first, then decrease and again increases. Correct answer, option B, the direction of the electric field remains the same. A charge plus Q is fixed at each of the points x equal to x naught, x equal to 3x naught, x equal to 5x naught, and so on at infinity on the x-axis, and a charge minus Q is fixed at each of the points x is equal to 2x naught, x is equal to 4x naught, x is equal to 6x naught, and so on at infinity. Here x naught is a positive constant. Take the electric potential at a point due to a charge capital Q at a distance r from it to be Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. Then the potential at the origin due to the above system of charges is option A 0, option B Q upon 8 pi epsilon naught x naught log 2, option C infinite, option D Q log 2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught x naught. Correct answer, option D, Q log 2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught x naught. A positively charged thin metal ring of radius capital R is fixed in the xy plane with its center at the origin O. A negatively charged particle P is released from rest at the point 0, 0, Z0, where Z0 greater than 0. Then the motion of P is option A, periodic for all values of Z0 satisfying 0 less than Z0 less than infinite. Option B, simple harmonic for all values of Z0 satisfying 0 less than Z0 less than equal to R. Option C, approximately simple harmonic provided Z0 much less than capital R. Option D, such that P crosses O and continues to move along the negative Z axis towards Z equal to minus infinity. Correct answer, option A. Periodic for all values of Z0 satisfying 0 less than Z0 less than infinity. And option C, approximately simple harmonic provided Z0 much less than R. According to Gauss law, the electric field intensity due to a uniform infinite linear charge varies with distance r as option A r, option B 1 upon r, option C r square, option D 1 upon r square. Correct answer, option B 1 upon r. The electric potential V is given as a function of distance x in meters by V is equal to 5x square plus 10x minus 9 volt. Value of the electric field at x is equal to 1 meter is option A 20 volt per meter, option B 6 volt per meter, option C 11 volt per meter, option D 23 volt per meter. Correct answer, option A 20 volt per meter. Two metal plates having a potential difference of 800 volt and 0.02 meter apart vertically. A particle of mass 1.96 into 10 raised to the power minus 15 kilogram is suspended in equilibrium between the plates. If E is the elementary charge, then the charge on the particle is option A E, option B 3E, option C 6E, option D 8E. Correct answer, option B 3E. Two identical metal plates are given positive charges Q1 and Q2, where Q2 is less than Q1 respectively. If they are now brought close together to form a parallel plate capacitor with capacitance C, the potential difference between them is option A Q1 plus Q2 upon 2C, option B Q1 plus Q2 upon C, option C Q1 minus Q2 upon C, option D Q1 minus Q2 upon 2C. Correct answer, option D Q1 minus Q2 upon 2C. Two small balls having equal positive charges on each are suspended by two insulating strings of equal length from a hook fixed to a stand. The whole setup is taken in a satellite into space where there is no gravity, state of weightlessness. The angle between the two strings is option A 0 degree, option B 90 degree, option C 135 degree, option D 180 degree. Correct answer, option D 180 degree. 8 identical spherical drops of a liquid, each charged to a potential of 10 volt, are brought together and formed into a single drop. The potential on the drop will be option A 20 volt, option B 80 volt, option C 40 volt, option D 10 volt. Correct answer, option C 40 volt. If 5 condensers are connected as shown in the circuit diagram, the equivalent capacitance between A and B is option A 20 microfarad, option B 6 microfarad, option C 24 microfarad, option D 12 microfarad. Correct answer, option B 6 microfarad. The terminal potential difference of a battery exceeds its EMF when it is connected option A in series with a battery of higher EMF, option B in parallel with a battery of higher EMF, option C in parallel with a battery of lower EMF, option D in series with a battery of lower EMF. Correct answer, option B in parallel with a battery of higher EMF. Option B, the capacity and energy stored in a parallel plate condenser with air between the plates are respectively C and W. If air is replaced by mica, dielectric constant equal to 6 between the plates and the charge remaining constant, The capacity and energy will become respectively option A 6C and W by 6, option B 6C and 6W, option C C by 6 and W by 6, option D 6C and 6W. Correct answer option A 6C and W by 6. When a potential difference of 10 raised to the power 3 volt is applied between A and B, a charge of 0.75 millicoulomb is stored in the system of capacitors. The value of C is option A 0.5 microfarad, option B 3 microfarad, option C 2.5 microfarad, option D 2 microfarad. Correct answer option D 2 microfarad. Equivalent capacitance of three capacitors of capacitances C1, C2 and C3 connected in parallel is 12 units and the product C1, C2, C3 equal to 48. When the capacitors C1 and C2 are connected in parallel, the equivalent capacitances is 6 units. Then the capacitances are option A 2, 4, 6, option B 1, 5, 6, option C 1.5, 2.5 and 8, option D 2, 3 and 7. Correct answer option A 2, 4, 6. The dimensions of half epsilon naught E square, where epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. E electric field is option A MLT minus 1, option B ML2T minus 2, option C MLT minus 2, option D ML2T minus 1. Correct answer option C MLT minus 2. Three charges capital Q plus small q and plus small q are placed at the vertices of a right-angled isosceles triangle as shown. The net electrostatic energy of the configuration is 0 if capital Q is equal to option A minus Q upon 1 plus root 2, option B minus 2Q upon 2 plus root 2, option C minus 2Q, option D plus Q. Correct answer option B minus 2Q upon 2 plus root 2. Parallel plate capacitor of area A, plate separation D and capacitance C is filled with three different dielectric materials having dielectric constants K1, K2 and K3 as shown. If a single dielectric material is to be used to have the same capacity C in this capacitor, then its dielectric constant K is given by option A 1 upon K equal to 1 upon K1 plus 1 upon K2 plus 1 upon 2K3. Option B 1 upon K is equal to 1 upon K1 plus K2 plus 1 upon 2K3. Option C K is equal to K1 K2 upon K1 plus K2 plus 2K3. Option D K is equal to K1 plus K2 plus 2K3. Correct answer option B 1 upon K is equal to 1 upon K1 plus K2 plus 1 upon 2K3. A capacitor is charged to store an energy U. The charging battery is disconnected. An identical capacitor is now connected to the first capacitor in parallel. The energy in each of the capacitors is option A U by 2, option B 3U by 2, option C U, option D U by 4. Correct answer option D U by 4. A semicircular arc of radius A is charged uniformly and the charge per unit length is lambda. The electric field at the center is option A lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught A, option B lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught A square, option C lambda upon 4 pi square epsilon naught A, option D lambda square upon 2 pi epsilon naught A. Correct answer option A lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught A. Electric charges of 1 microcoulomb, minus 1 microcoulomb and 2 microcoulomb are placed in air at the corners A, B and C respectively of an equilateral triangle ABC having length of each side 10 cm. The resulting force on the charge at C is option A 0.9 Newton, Option B 1.8 Newton. Option C 2.7 Newton. Option D 3.6 Newton. Correct answer option B 1.8 Newton.